What's up with that? All the YouTube employees watching my stream right now. The millions of employees. Your app is broken. Anyway, I think we're back.
우리 저기로 가요.
저기로?
네.
Okay, let's just wait a second so people can come back, and then we'll just wait a second, and then we'll continue from there. The aspect ratio. What do you mean? Hey, welcome, Kyled, K-I, yeah. Never learn how to read your name. I'm distorted. Really? Okay, let me see if let's see if it's messed up. Some people say it looks weird, some people say it looks okay. Does it still look distorted? I'm just switching the camera back and forth and seeing if I can figure out what's going on. Jeremy's just hanging out here. Okay, it might have been an internet thing then. Is there a filter? Retouch? Oh, there's a retouch feature. I don't want that. I'm trying to see if there's another, if there's anything I can do. There are no options for this, so. Like I said, the YouTube app's not great. Feels like my face is thin. That's weird. I don't see it on my screen. Can you try refreshing? You're hiding there?
네.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't see any feature to that I can use to fix that. I'm sorry. I could try closing the stream and restarting it, but that's the only thing I think I could do. So, I'm sorry. Okay, if it bothers people, don't worry. I'm totally fine. I can close the stream and turn it back on, but it would take me a minute. Oh, we went right. But I didn't choose that. Jeremy just ran off, and I followed him. Okay, Basant asks, how to travel to South Korea? Well, you'll have to take an airplane, and the number of days you can go there will depend on your country. FPS. Okay, let me try something. Let me see if I can, it doesn't give me an option to change the, oh, it was distorted before as well? Okay, then never mind. It's a YouTube thing. I think it's having some issues. A couple people commented that this place looks cool. I'll say that this place is just one of the many. Oh, let me switch my camera. I'll just say this place is one of the many places that are just along the fortress, that it's not a special spot that you visit. apologize. I guess I look weird in the stream. I can't see it on my screen. I stopped the stream and restarted and it still does this. So I have no idea.
오, 부서졌다.
I see my camera looks fine. I don't know.
이거 부서졌어요.
Yeah, Evolving Brain, you know. Evolving Brain has seen. I remember Evolving Brain watching me the last time I was here at Suwon Fortress as well. Do not throw that, Jeremy. There's like a little a stone. Yeah, definitely leave that alone.
부서졌다고요.
So the place we were just at is just a little, it's just a little guard post, like a, yeah, like a little lookout tower. There are these little towers all along the Suwon Fortress. Okay, I'm sure it looks weird. I apologize if the video looks weird. I swear it's just YouTube. It's just the YouTube app. If there's another app I can use for streaming, I would switch, but I don't know.
어, 여기도
야.
예쁘다.
여기도 대포 있지?
여기에도 물이.
Suwon also has a mall with a pretty Instagrammable library. Yes, that's right. Although I will say that the library it's Instagrammable, but it's nothing when you see it in person. You're gonna arrive there and think, what, like, why did I come here? Sort of feeling. But it looks really cool on camera because you go there, you can take a photo, and then that's it. That's literally all you can do. The exact same photo that you've seen on Instagram. So, I mean, the mall itself though is kind of cool. So I might visit it just to hang out at the mall if you're already in Suwon. But I wouldn't recommend coming to Suwon just for that. There's actually a duplicate one in Seoul anyway, which is also the same thing. You can't really do anything there. Because it's a library though, you wouldn't be able to do anything there unless you have a library card, which you wouldn't have if you're a tourist. And you're also not allowed to check out books there. You can only read them while you're there and then you have to give them back. Someone said, are you allowed to bring food? Yeah, you can bring food here, although I don't think you're gonna be able to have a picnic here. At least not right where we are.
뭐 저기는 할 수 있겠죠.
I don't know if you could, because I don't see anyone else doing that. I might recommend against that.
그냥 흐려가지고 그런 거 아니에요?
No, I mean, I think if you're the only person having a picnic in the middle of the grass, it's kind of weird. But yeah, you can bring food here. Usually people, you can have a snack and eat it and walk around. I think that'd be fine. Okay, let's see the chat. Cloud said, yes about the library, very small, but a check for your Instagrammable list, definitely. Suwon has a poop museum. I've heard about that, I've never been. I didn't know where it was actually. I didn't know that it was in Suwon.
똥박물관이라고요?
무슨 똥 박물관이 있대.
그게 뭐예요?
똥에 대한 박물관이겠지. They have different types of poop, I guess. And like
공룡?
statues.
공룡?
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 Dinosaur? Dinosaur. Maybe they have dinosaur poop. Isn't that the home of Samsung? Yes, it is. In fact, one of my friends works at Samsung, and she also does live here in Suwon. Suwon has a lot of stuff though. I mean, if you're a tourist though, there's not too much. But if you live in Korea, yeah, there's a ton of stuff. For a tourist though, I would say this is my favorite place. I would recommend here as well as where we're going for tourists. Definitely worth checking it out. Hey, James! I apologize if I look stretched. I've just been on a diet, really heavy diet. Lots of Korean food. It'll cause you to get a really stretched out, thin face like mine. So, thank you so much, Jay. Happy June 21st. Is this a special day that I don't know? Evolving Brain, happy summer. Thanks. Happy Yoongi discharge day. Oh, really? Is he out now? I didn't know that was today. I knew it was this month. Everyone's like aware of when they're all getting out of the military. I had dinosaur poop, but I studied paleobiology. Well, then there you go. Welcome to Jurassic Poop Park. He's supposed to be released by the end of the day. Okay. So right now we're just walking along the fortress walls. Now, if you come to the fortress walls on a weekday, it's empty. Right now, because it's Jeremy, what day is today?
어, 토요일.
Oh, 토요일이지. It's a Saturday. If you come here on a weekday, you'll see other people walking around. And I've seen already, I saw some tourists back there. Some Japanese tourists were walking. I see other tourists coming toward us, walking along. So see other people at all the spots. But if you come here on a weekday, it's yours. You have the entire fortress to yourself, pretty much. But it's still fun, even on a weekend. Hey, Evolving Brain, thank you. June 21st is the first day of summer. Interesting. It's been summer here for a month now. It's been summer here since I first arrived. It's been hot. Today is the first day actually that it's not been hot, and that's because it rained all day yesterday, like a ton. But later, once the Tangma like officially which has actually started, but once Tangma gets more like regular, which is the rainy season, it'll be humid and hot and raining. So it's the three worst things altogether. And you also said this money goes toward the Kimbap Fund for Jeremy. Jeremy,
떡볶이가 더 나은데요?
떡볶이가 더 좋다고?
네.
Jeremy said he prefers tteokbokki over kimbap. I'll have to ask Evolving Brain if we can we convert the kimbap fund into a tteokbokki fund for Jeremy. He's asking. This one, hold on. We don't want to just skip everything. This is another guard post, though sometimes they're closed like this. They might be like damaged or they're cleaning them or something like that. Right now, this one's locked and closed. The fun thing though, I'm going to show you. Can't go inside, but look at the lock that they used to put on it. Like, they didn't have to go this hard. They could have just slammed like a master lock on it for $1, but no. Like, they went hard on this lock. Like, even though it's closed for tourism right now, they still, you don't go up there. You can't go in anyway. I think it's a nice touch.
원래 거기 안에 들어갈 수 있잖아요.
Yeah, normally you can go. This one though, I actually don't remember if it was normally open, but a lot of them are normally open, and yeah, you can walk up. But right now, this one's closed.
설치 안내라고 써 있거든요.
그렇게 써 있어?
네.
Okay, so it does say normally that they have a CCTV inside, which means normally it would be open. But yeah, I think it's really cool. It's like Disneyland levels of attention to detail. Period. Authentic. Yeah. Although I can guarantee you that lock's gonna be really strong. It's gonna be like,
까치.
Jeremy, what?
까치가 많잖아요. 까치. 저기도 한 마리.
까치 영어로 뭐야?
까치는 영어 이름 없잖아요. 한국에만 있으니.
있는데? Magpie.
Magpie?
Yeah, magpie.
Magpie?
I want a bunch of old Korean locks. Seriously, I would buy those if they sold them in the stores. Those old style Korean locks. I just think it's a really cool piece of attention to detail, because they could have just slammed like a regular ugly lock. But the really cool thing is what they do here often is construction. So if you come here often, you will see them fixing something. And it's not like a regular construction zone where they're just a bunch of workers really quickly working. They're going slow. So you'll see construction go on for like days and days, or like weeks, and they'll have their scaffolding up. I think it's really cool. They make sure to do it all correctly, and they know that because they have the actual plans for everything. So might as well follow the plans. Anytime something breaks, fix it back up how it used to be, which is why Suwon Fortress is one of my favorite places in Korea. It's not just because I'm always staying in Suwon, although that is a big part of it too, so it's easy to get here. However, depending on where you're staying in Suwon, it still might be far away. It could be up to like an hour away, even if you're staying in Suwon to get here. What?
구급차가 있대요.
Oh, there's an ambulance over there. 구급차. 구급차가 있지. It might rain again soon, says Polygon. No, I checked the weather and it's done today. It rained a little bit in the morning, but now it's over.
문이 잠겼고.
Jimun Gate in Dongdaemun? No, this is in Suwon.
아,
Hello from Haenam. Apparently it's drippier down here. We're checking out the Isunshin battle site of... Ah, okay.
여기는 원래도 못 들어가요.
They probably just had the original locks, to be honest. I love they kept them if that's the case. I don't think these are the original locks. My guess is that the original metal would have rusted. And then if they had them, they would probably put them in a museum. I don't think they put them on the doors, but who knows? Maybe they did have a ton of those locks and they just kept them. I think though, if I were... Oh, there's another one I want to show you. It's another small detail. So here is not locked. Here is open, but they replaced it. This handle though is gone. Originally they had one of these handles. Jerry, don't block the door though. This one is gone, but they replaced it with... This one's definitely a recreation. I can see, because you can see it like pieced together there. They have it like engraved and stuff. It looks kind of cool. So this is just a temporary replacement. I'm guessing that they're going to replace it with this one. But then again, this actually looks different. This part looks different than that part over there. So maybe this is what it originally would have looked like, is this piece and then the ring piece that go together. I don't know. Anyway, I think it's really cool that they also, again, they could have just put like a stick in here or a piece of metal and say don't touch, but they wanted to go the extra mile and make it look more authentic. Huh? There? I don't want to go on there because it's annoying to take off my shoes. But we'll just pretend that I did. Just note, if you want to go on anywhere that has wood floors, anywhere you see wood floors in Korea, there will be a sign that says something about taking off your shoes. So all of these types of, anytime you see like a pavilion, and like overlooking somewhere, just make sure to take off your shoes because, you know, they'll get ruined if everyone wore their shoes on them. Yeah, but this is the wood that's already ruined.
기와집이 있어요. 기와집.
기와집 있지?
아니 초가집. 그건 초가집.
아, 기와집 아니야. 기와 없어. There's an ambulance going over there. Okay, let's keep going. Okay, we're gonna keep walking down here. Again, if you don't know what to look at in Suwon, you can just walk along these walls and it'll take you to cool places. So that's a nice thing. SM says he's grown so much. Also, I just got on. Where are you? And Paper Trailing answered that. We're at Suwon Fortress. Sure, we're not going down there. We got to stay on the fortress. Anya, it's just a straw hut. Okay, so if you go that way though, you will get to Haengung. Haengung was the temporary palace. That's right. It wasn't the official one. It was the temporary palace that they would have over here in Suwon. So that's where the king could stay. And Haengung is also where we're going to pass by. And then if we go up here, we'll get to Seojangdae, the west, basically like an what's the word? You know, just like a watchtower kind of thing. And Hwahongmun is a water gate, which is also another famous place that I've gone before. Okay, Jeremy's running off ahead, but not realizing that he'll have to wait for me. This is really steep. You can't really tell how steep it is. Jeremy! I saw a couple of interesting museums, didn't have time to check out. We'll return to visit the museums. Is it possible that people have just underestimated the tallness of your face? Well, I usually use a face widening filter to make myself look more normal when I film my videos, but I guess this camera doesn't have that filter. So you get to see what I actually look like. Anyone who's come to my fan meeting can tell you that my face is as thin as a pencil. I really don't know why it's doing this. Jeremy, don't run so much. You're gonna get exhausted. Actually, yeah, go ahead. It's fine. Yeah, you know what? Go ahead. Go just run as much as you want. That's fine. My wife will like that if he's, you know, tired and uses all of his energy here. It's really steep. Now you can kind of see that it's steep here.
여기 까치들이 낙원이 있어요.
까치 낙원?
네.
They're like a bunch of magpies there. 까치.
알바유.
So Jeremy called it the 까치's 낙원, the paradise, right?
보세요. 한 마리는 나무를 먹고 있어.
There you go. See if I can zoom out. Maybe if I zoom out all the way, that'll fix something. No, is my face still stretched? Okay. Yeah, this is just a little walking path. There's nothing really here, but there's a couple benches.
까치 bagpipe.
Bagpipe? Not bagpipes. Said pie.
아빠는 방금 bagpipe이라고
I
했잖아요.
didn't say bagpipes. Okay. I should probably take some Korean questions. Jeremy, oh, okay. Well, just stick around close by. As a bird lover, I would go there just to watch birds. Oh yeah, you're gonna see, especially at this time, it's like really humid and very green, and you're gonna see a lot of gatsi. Gatsi are the birds that go, right, Jeremy? Yeah.
그 bagpipe.
Bagpipes. Yeah, if you ever hear a bird making like that sound, that's the gatsi, and they're all over Korea. Like-
그리고 한국에만 살잖아요.
That's not true.
아니 아시아.
That's not true either, I think. Tell me, those person who says they love birds, are magpies in other countries? What other countries are they in?
저도 몰라요. 저는 한국에만 있는 걸 알고 있어가지고.
No, I mean names, so there obviously has to be in magpies in America too.
bagpipe. bagpipe.
Well, we have bagpipes and magpies. Okay, this is another little outpost. Jeremy, 여기가 서장대야? Yeah, you can't go in there. These, I believe, were used for the heating, for the floor heating. So you'll see those. Oh, here, another one. Look, check it out. That's really cool. Seriously, this is like serious attention to detail. So I'm not going to play with it, but I see just by tapping on it, it's totally metal, and it's made in one piece. Like this part and this part are connected, and then this part is one piece separate, as well as connected with here, all in one piece. So yeah, it's like they make it real. It's cool. I want to check out the lock.
오 저기 벌레가.
It's so real. It's actually like a keyhole.
여기요?
Anyway, it's interesting to me. Magpies in Utah. Okay. Magpies in Alaska. Yeah, they're everywhere, but they're more common than other types of birds. Like you're not going to see as many crows. Jeremy, what's crow in Korean?
까마귀.
Gamagi.
저기 또.
Jeremy, what's hawk in Korean?
학.
아니, not crane. What's hawk?
학.
No, hawk, the bird. Not hawk. Hawk 말고. Jeremy, hawk in Korean is crane in English. So what's the bird? Hawk. Hawk. Do you know? 매잖아, 매.
네.
매.
매였어요.
매. Yeah. But mostly you're gonna see lots of gatsi.
네. 네.
But gatsi are cool because they're really smart, kind of like crows also. They're one of the most intelligent birds. Hilda says, I love his laugh. He's so big. Enjoy the tteokbokki. Thank you. We have a ton of jackdaws. Is this going to be a jackdaw debate? Are we going into the jackdaw debate here?
개미가 엄청 많아요.
Jackdaw or a crow or whatever. Kemi? 냅둬. Just leave the ants. It's fine.
그게 아니라 개미 때문에 제가 못 알아가요. 개미가 갑자기 저한테 올라와가지고 확 물어버릴 것 같아서.
Okay, Jerry, let's go up here. Let's keep going. I think though this is the 서장대, but I'm not sure.
저한테?
Nope. 서북 서
저쪽에 있는 부.
각. I'm not sure this one. Oh, here it is. 루. 서북강루. This is not the 서장대, so we still have to keep going up.
저단계는 뭐예요?
서장대 is the western outpost,
뭐요?
something like that.
아,
It's like the guard tower for the west side. It's the main guard
그리고
tower.
한 번은 제가 엄마하고 같이 산을 올라가 봤는데 거기 위에 정상에 그 산 정상에 뭐 있었는데 제가 저하고 엄마가 계단 끝까지
Jerry, you have to
산-
speak a little louder.
산 위까지 올라갔어요.
산 위까지 올라갔다고.
네, 산 정상.
정성까지.
오, 배추 흰나비, 배추 흰나비.
어?
배추, 여기 배추 흰나비가 있잖아요. 여기도 있잖아요, 배추.
배추? Cabbage? 서일치. This is just another lookout point, but it's not a.
배추가 날아다녀요, 배추. 응? 이거 그 구멍은
Yeah, it's just an attack point. That's it. Looks like that. You just kind of you can stand over there and use it for attacking. They would have closed that. There would have been a hole down here as well. That would be also for attacking down in case someone's right in front of you. Or you attack out here. So that was just an attack area to make it easier. I wonder if all of these were used or if some of these just kind of sat there and didn't get used.
아마 다 썼을걸요?
How's the humidity? Jeremy, how humid is it today?
어,
Jerry, go on my behind. That way we can.
1에서 10까지 하면 한 4 정도?
It's no, it's more than that. It's really humid. I don't know. It's
그거는
probably like 70 or 80 right now. Someone could check for me. I can't check it without my phone closing the live stream.
어,
But it's really humid. But not being hot makes it kind of okay. I don't like the humidity though. Gachi are so noisy, constantly yelling. Meh. Yeah. I would be tempted to roll down the hill for fun.
왜요?
Someone said 96, you say. Okay. Yeah, it's very humid, but like I said, if it's cool and humid, it's bearable. But it's like
Bearable.
as soon as it gets warm, like slightly warm or not cool anymore, then it just feels horrible.
배추가 날아다녀요.
I live in a tropical country. Yeah, it's horrible.
Bearable.
Jeremy,
배요.
Jerry, I don't think that makes any sense. They're not gonna know anything about that. Also, I've said this before, but when you're walking around Korea, be careful because steps are commonly a different height. So you'll find that all the steps are a different height, different length, and very high sometimes. So you'll get your steps in.
서장대 300m.
Okay, there we go. 서장대 is another 300 meters. We switch the camera back. I don't like to film right as we're walking by someone. Same here. The Netherlands borders the sea, so it's usually quite humid. Oh, okay. Okay. You can see it just keeps going up and up and up and up. Although I knew that because the Seoljangdae is at the top. It's one of the high up towers, which is useful if you're if you're trying to look out and see what's coming. There's another little outlook tower here. What's that one called, Jeremy?
호, 호.
여기 서 있어.
소푸루.
So the west, Ho is cannon, and Lu is gonna be, I guess that means pavilion, because it says pavilion here, so that must be the word for pavilion. And yeah, it looks like that. But here, can we see it? Nope, it's locked. This one though is a different color metal, like a bronze colored metal. That is, I really like that. I want one of those. Jeremy, 좀 같이 가자고. 아니, 기다리고 있어. Jerry's all the way down there. He just like ran ahead and he's like, come on, Daddy, hurry. Jeremy, you gotta wait. I'm not running. Jeremy. Okay, does anyone have any questions? Jeremy. Jerry, wait. There's some people walking next to him. I can't film him or I'm just going to be filming all these strangers. The boundless energy of youth. Yes. Not me. I'm fine walking. I can walk all day. But I'm not going to run. Jer. 같이 가자고. 같이.
여기 불이 있어. 불.
응?
불.
Ah, Jeremy noticed something kind of cool. So there are these little stones here.
근데 등불이에요. 보면 여기 불이 있어요.
Inside of here is a light. So at nighttime, it's not going to be pitch black. But if you look at it from here, it just looks like a stone decoration marking the path.
그리고 이렇게 대각선에 이렇게 되어 있어가지고 아래로 바닥이 빛나게 만드는 거예요.
Yeah. That's really creative of them. So this would be something that's probably not in the original Suwon plans. But then they can make it look like it fits. So I didn't even notice that. Is that one of the most famous parts of Suwon? I'd say, what do you think, Jeremy?
수원화성? 그럴걸요?
What?
그럴걸요?
그럴걸요? Said, yeah, probably. I think so. When people think of Suwon, they think of Suwon 갈비.
수원이.
Huh?
수원이.
What?
개구리. 수원이 개구리.
What's that?
수원의 마스코트 개구리잖아요.
Ah, the Suwon mascot is called Suwoni. I didn't know that it had a name.
개구리잖아요.
And it's a frog. I've seen that. The mascot of Suwon is a frog.
어떻게는 경찰 모자를 쓰고 호루라기를 입에 물면서 뭐 잔디에 밟지 마십시오.
Sometimes he's like blowing a whistle and saying, don't step on the grass. Or okay, you'll see a little character. I'd say probably Suwon galbi, and next would be Suwon Fortress. Suwon galbi is also what this is famous for. Although you can get really good galbi anywhere in Korea, but Suwon is also especially known for that. So you'll find more restaurants. I would also say chicken. I would also say fried chicken, because Suwon is like kind of not the birthplace of chicken, fried chicken in Korea, because that would have been wherever the US soldiers were stationed. But it was a big, it had a lot of popularity here, so it exploded in some areas. And Suwon was a major place where they had a lot of chicken shops. So you can still go to the original chicken street in Suwon, and it's just all chicken restaurants. And that's where they would have been making fried chicken since the 60s. I think Didi 선생님 did a video that featured a bit of Suwon. Okay, yeah, I think I saw the title of that video. I don't think I watched the video, but I did see the title. Is fried chicken really that popular in Korea? Oh yeah, it is. Your average fried chicken is going to be better than most fried chicken you're going to get in the US. If you want something better, you're going to have to find an actual, like a really good chicken house in the US. That'll probably be a little better. But if you're going to compare like KFC or something to Korean chicken, nah, Korean chicken will usually win. It's because there's so much competition for it. The places that don't do a really good job go out of business. Still goes up and up. They laugh like rich people. Yeah, that's the Jeremy. If you go too far, I can't film you though. That was a very typical laugh. I know what you're talking about. That will. Yeah, we're going to Sojangdae right now, Jer. Okay, we have a Korean question. What's the difference between patsim uses the weak and strong sounds? James H, are you referring to a word that has a double consonant at the bottom versus one that has a strong consonant at the bottom? Both of those simplify to their normal versions. For example, the verb 볶다, like it's in the word 볶음밥. 볶다 is to pan fry. That has a double at the bottom. Or the word 부엌. That's one of the words for kitchen. 부엌. Although nowadays you'll hear 주방 used more. 부엌 also means kitchen. And that has a strong consonant, kiuk, at the bottom. In both of those cases, if it's not followed by the empty consonant, so I'm catching my breath here because I'm talking while I'm going up these very steep stairs. Jeremy, you're going too fast. I can't film you. He's like, okay, come up. They both get pronounced as if they were just the regular kiok sound, the standard consonant, because there is no way to say da or buok. It doesn't happen. So gum, you hear that double consonant. Same with buok. If it's followed by e or like any empty sound, you're gonna hear it. So it'd be buoki. Although people might not say it like that because they're so used to hearing it as buok. You might hear people say buogi, but it's supposed to be ki. Okay, there is Sojangdae. I've been up here before. I've done a live stream here too before. But I mean, that's just kind of to show you that Suwon fortress, anywhere you go, 다시 와, 그냥 와. Jeremy, together, film you if you run off. Then it's just me talking by myself. Yeah, don't jump down there. Because it's steep. Yeah, you'll see steep drops in Korea, even at popular tourist areas. Without guardrails. If you are walking around, watch your step, because I haven't seen anyone fall, but it would be really easy. It would be really easy to slip and fall. Goes out. What is that for? What do you think that's for? My guess is that this was made after that. People who did the reconstruction of this place deleted the stones there. The stream's starting to lag. I'm sorry. It's the internet's not as great here. Okay, yeah, my guess is that they built this to have a way for water to drain out in case this whole area fills up with water. That's my guess. I don't see this as being useful at all for attacking because you where to shoot. You'd have to hope that someone runs in front of it. Practically, other than yeah, I think the Wi-Fi is not great, so apologies for that. Let's leave, Jeremy. The Wi-Fi is not good here.
The place where we go is very uncommon. That's a different place to go. Okay? Let's look up. It's how most normal places.
More steps, and yeah, no a sign though. 추락주의. So 추락 means fall. 주의 is
거미줄 엄청 잘 지었잖아요.
it's a spider web that's kind of wet from the dew.
되게 잘 지었네요. 우리 거미줄을 한 3개 정도 만드는데 저거는 진짜로 제대로 된 거미.
So now this is 서장대, right?
여기가 서장대 아니라 저기가 서장대일 것 같은데요.
You think there is 서장? I think here. No. Why don't you check? Just be real when you go down, okay? Slow, Jeremy. Look carefully.
So this was built in 1759. Right.
여기가 서장대 아니고 저거가 서장대라고?
여기는 서노대예요. 서노대.
Okay, this is a different. Okay, so then 서장대 must be that building. Lookout tower, and then this is just another lookout tower. I mean, you can't really see much in that direction, but if you removed the trees, you could. And here you can see a lot of stuff. If it weren't so cloudy today, you could see the whole city. But you would definitely be able to see an approaching army. Okay, now my turn to go down. I really think they need to just put guardrails, but I guess, they don't want to do that because it's not historically accurate, so sure. Okay, so the Korean government actually created a law. Believe it or not, they did a law about 100 years ago where if they create a lookout spot or a pavilion like this where it has a wood floor, you can sit down and relax. The law is there must be at least one ajoshi that sits down and plays music and take the whole thing the entire day. That's the law.
이상하죠.
I didn't make the law, but that's what you have. It's required. So anytime you see a lookout spot that doesn't have, it has that nice wooden floor, it's all made nice so that you can relax there. There has to be, if you're not playing some loud, 3 or 4 people just sitting there sleeping, usually sleeping, so no one else can go there. What? That just goes down to the other side of the wall. I've been up there before. There's nothing there. It just goes back the same way we came. Yeah, it just goes back the same way we came, but on the other side of the wall. And it's all dirt and trees. So that's where you go if you want to be eaten by bugs.
오.
I've gone that way before. It's not that bad, but it is the dirt road version of.
저는 운동하고 갈게요.
운동을 한다고? I don't even know how you. Oh, that's right. Is the sentence cake 주세요 correct? Yeah. Let's see. Sweet Underdress says, I may do something wrong. Suggestions. What type of situation are you worried about? Maybe I can give you some suggestions for it. But there are a lot of general things that you would want to know. Jerry's just exercising. I can hear someone playing some loud music down at the bottom of the hill. over there. I don't know if it's coming from a church or if they're doing some protest or something. But yeah, Jason, your sentence is fine. The object marker is there, even though you didn't add it. It technically is in the sentence. It's just being removed for speech. Most of the time in speech, okay, the internet, if the internet cuts out, all the markers are commonly removed in every... I don't know. I got a Kato message, but I hope it's not, they're not expecting me to check it because I can't open a photo without crashing the stream. Oh, I see. My, okay, so my wife sent me a message just to say she's hanging one of the other areas along the fortress. So she sent me a photo of where she is, just to kind of say, hey, I'm over here. Yep, I use and then Billy makes it make sense. Okay. Oh. Jeremy, can you read that? Oh, never mind. It's just it's just written in Hangul anyway. Yeah, I was thinking, oh, it's going to be in Hanja, but nope, it's just in... Locked.